Shalom, guys. I was sitting outside and I was reading the Word and spending time with the Lord, and I came across a passage in Mark when Jesus was warning the people about the Pharisees and the Sadducees. He was telling the people, "Don't be like them. They always like to be seen and heard. They always like to wear these fine clothes and be in the best seats and." Have the best seats at the table, have the best seats at the feast tables and all this stuff, right? Jesus was warning the people, don't be like them. And something had came to me because, I'm guilty of, looking at, I sit on here and I get on Instagram, I get on Facebook and YouTube and all these platforms, right? And I see other people and they're doing mighty and powerful things for the kingdom of God. And sometimes that discourages me, I'm like, God, I want to be used like that. Like, why I'm not out here doing things like that? Or what's wrong with me? Why I can't be doing things like that, And God had put something on me is that he had revealed to me tonight is that, we shouldn't be focused on other people's walk and what they're doing. We should be only focused on Jesus. We shouldn't be trying to be like other people and worried about what other people is doing with God, but we need to be focused on Jesus, and what did Jesus do? Jesus, he didn't care if he was seen or heard. He would tell people in the Bible constantly, like, don't go and tell people what I just done for you. Like, he didn't care about, fame or anything. He didn't care nothing about that. He only cared about doing the will of the Father. And Jesus didn't have no regard to what other people thought of him. He only cared about doing the will of the Father. He didn't care what other people thought. That's who we should be focused on. That's who we should be, trying to be like. That's the, we shouldn't be focused on other people's works and what they're doing, but focus on the works of what Jesus done when he came on this earth and ministered. When he came in the flesh on this earth, that's what we should be focused on. What Jesus done when he walked this earth, all the works, the authority that he walked in, how he interacted with people, how he never got angry. No matter if they spit on him, they cursed him. And nobody could outsmart Jesus. There's nobody could outsmart Jesus. Of course, because he's God up in the flesh. But at the same time, it's so wonderful and amazing to see that, the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they try to trick him. They try to outsmart him, but they couldn't, man. Jesus is one of the most smartest mans that ever walked this earth. Man, that's who we should be trying to be like, guys. Not, and I'm guilty of that. I'm really guilty of sitting on here looking at other people walk and seeing them do things for the kingdom of God and how God is using them. And sometimes I let that discourage me, and that may be you also. You look at other people and they got these huge platforms and all this stuff, right? And you're like, man, I want to be like that. I want to be spreading the gospel like that. I want to, have huge platforms and this and that. But at the same time, would Jesus care about huge platforms? Jesus wouldn't care. Jesus, let me tell you something. If it was just one person on this earth that Jesus had to die for on that cross, Jesus would have done it. He didn't care about the crowds and how many people he attracted. He didn't care about that. He was focused. He was determined. He had diligence. And that's how we should be. We should be looking at Jesus' works and what he done and not at other people, not at our brothers and sisters. Our brothers and sisters are running the race with us. We're all running the race together. And the prize is Jesus. That's what we should be focused on. Paul said the prize is Jesus. That's our prize, Jesus Christ. So that's what our focus should be on. And we should be, striving to be like him. Following in his footsteps, not in other people's footsteps. That's just a message that I had to share with you guys that God had put on me, man. And that message is definitely for me and could be for you also. Because I was getting discouraged, man. I was sitting there focusing on other people and seeing the fellowship that other people got and the things that they're doing. And I'm getting discouraged. And I'm going to the Lord, like, Lord, I want these things and this and that, but No, God had to correct me. You know, God says it in his word in Revelation, those he loves, he chastises, he rebukes them. You know, and I'm thankful for the correction that the Lord had gave me. You know, that I need to be focused on Jesus and being like him. And you too need to be focused on Jesus and being like him. So God bless y'all.